Yes, the manager is with us and arrived with a smile because another 3 points in the bag. How did you arrive at that position? Was it a good performance?
Yes, to be honest, in this type of games, you make sure that you have something to cheer about come next May, because we had so many excellent performances in the last weeks. Also, I would say at least in the build-up midfield third, also really good away performance, but we're not efficient, and we lost the game. And the game after loss is always the most difficult game. And then, especially when it's a home game, Elland Road against a team who's not in the best position in this league, and everyone expects, okay, right now it's an easy win. No, it's not. It was the third game within 7 days, and then to deliver such a performance, to create so many chances. Again, we're a bit wasteful today. Could have buried the game earlier, but again, then to win this game pretty comfortable, and also with a clean sheet, and with a, under this circumstances, really excellent performances. Pretty happy tonight.
Compare clinical and the first goal, because your reaction on the touchline maybe told a story as that finally went in.
Yes, because even before we missed already a few chances, and also the manner we scored the goal, should have scored the goal two times earlier, and then I'm not sure if it was the tidiest strike of Jaden Bogle. We needed perhaps such a scruffy goal in order to make sure, come on, right now it's over the line and find the confidence back. That's a bit also how we are. We have many, also in the offense, many young players, and also players who are not that much in the spotlight in the perhaps also in the last seasons, like Matteo today, really still a young lad. Brandon Aronson, difficult year. Also Manu Solomon, a bit older, but he's also like difficult year. So it's not like they are in their full rhythm. And then it's also important then to score goals and to win games. Good for their confidence, good for their rhythm. And I'm happy with the win.
I think after the first wonderfully ugly goal, after that in the second half, I felt comfortable, yet they were always just a threat, weren't they?
Yes, it's a good side for me. QPR are a much better team, especially in terms of possession than their current league position. They're struggling with a few key players injured, but I think they will finish in a much better position. We're also struggling against them in last season. Obviously, when you don't bury the game, and we had chances also. When I think about the counter attack, normally it should be a goal 3-against-1, and then the last pass, 3-yard pass from Willy to Mano was not perfect. Normally in this situation, especially when it's the third game within 7 days, you should bury the game. But you always have to be aware that you don't run into a counter-attack, and they have some threats up front. We had to play concentrated further on. I have to give lots of praise to my central players, because it was perhaps also like from Joe Roswell and Ao Tanaka, not the most shining performance, but we must not forget, it's for them, they have to handle all the load and carry all the load at the moment, because more or less many of my key midfield players are injured, and the way they do this, perhaps not always perfect in each every situation. It also a terrible pass in the second half where we nearly conceded. But overall, I have to say how important they are for us. Keeping in mind, for his first season in English football, and Joe Roswell has hardly played a game in the last 2 years in the starting lineup. I'm pretty happy with them, how they also are capable to carry the load at the moment. It's also important right now to have a bit of break.
At the end, though, Ao Tanaka, I mean, he was down on the ground like a starfish. He was just so tired, wasn't he?
Yes, of course. He's also has not played on the highest level, and then to come to English football, also this intensity, first time more or less this load also in his career, because he has not played in Europe. He has played in the second time in Germany. In Germany, we're a bit lazy. We just play one game per week. Right now here, he has to play all 3 days, and it's also for him new. And then, sadly, he has to travel again and has to keep going again. Tough weeks for him, but he is professionally goes through it. But today, of course, he was a bit exhausted in the end, but we need him on the pitch each and every minute, and we're all happy that we have him.
Second place in the table as a result of the outcome today. Is that a good place to be going into this final international break?
Normally used to be in position 1, if I'm honest, in this league. So, but at the moment the table is not important. What is important, we are there on the good point tally and on the good path performance wise. We're happy with this. Also, like to be able to show that you're able after a loss to respond with a win. This is also winning mentality, and with many things, I'm pleased at the moment. Hopefully, also pretty soon, some of our injured or meanwhile also suspended players will come back, and then hopefully we are in an even better place. But we're on a good path.
Ethan Ampadu, might he be back a bit quicker than we were anticipating?
At the moment, it looks good. So we spoke about that he probably can join us at some point during December, and it's realistic that he would be just available for the games in January. if he's already perhaps available for a few games in December during a busy schedule, would be of course beneficial, and we would take this. But at the moment, I'm just carefully optimistic, because during the rehab, there could always be a setback anyhow. So he has not trained with the team so far, and to last a bit. And also after such a long injury, it's not like one team training session, then he's available for the game. He needs a bit of time, but hopefully would be nice to have him at least for a few games already in December, but we will see.